7:30 game tonight. That's a look at these two teams. We'll come back. We'll get you the starting lineups. We'll get ready for some basketball action here at the Courier Coliseum on the campus of East Mississippi Community College. We'll return after a 60-second break. Back in 60 seconds. Bear basketball is on Bear TV and WAZA. Well, the national anthem from here at the Courier Coliseum. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Coach Brent Harris and the Bears. Here's how they will hit the floor tonight. Shyla McGee will wear number 14. Shyla averaging 9.4 points per game on the year is Shyla McGee wearing number 14. Jolie Williams is in that starting lineup. Jolie averaging 14.8 points per game. She's the leading scorer for the Bears on the season. Alexis Marsh wears number 4. Marsh averaging 5.6 a game. Taylor Ben wears number 10 for Coach Brent Harris's Bears, averaging 7.4 points per game. And Jade Miles wears number 24. She's averaging 5.5 points per game. On the year, it's McGee, Williams, Marsh, Ben, and Miles on the floor for the Bears. You look at the starting lineup for East Mississippi, they will go like this. Tia Daniels will be at the guard spot. Daniels will wear number 1. Taylor Lattimore, who's one of their leading scorers, averaging 12.3 a game, will wear number 3. Jemiah Hollings wears number 15. She's the leading scorer on this team, averaging 13.9 points per game. Ty Metcalf wears number 21, averaging 12.3 a game as well. And Maddie Riley will round out the starting 5 for East Mississippi. It's Daniels, Lattimore, along with Hollings, Metcalf, and Riley in the starting lineup. Now we are just about ready to go here on a WAZA, WAZAFM.com, the WAZA app, and on Bear TV is Daniels, Lattimore, Hollings, Metcalf, and Riley in the starting five for East Mississippi and Coach Thompson. Again, McGee, Williams, Marsh, Ben, and Miles on the floor for the Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Again, as we talked about earlier, this technically a neutral site game, but nothing neutral about this one. East Mississippi is 17 games in a row, and they're 11-0 on this very floor as they get ready to play basketball here tonight. Winner of this one will get the one out of the South Jones College. The Bobcats will be playing the winner of this game. Make sure we got everything set to go. Everybody looks ready, and we're just about ready to get started. Bears already on the floor. Marsh ready to jump for Southwest. And it will be for East Mississippi, number 15. That's Jemiah Hollings, who is ready to jump it for East Mississippi. Ball's in the air. It's controlled by the Lions of East Mississippi, and we're underway. East Mississippi with the basketball right here in front of us. They bring it out with Metcalf. Metcalf behind the line. Wants to go underneath to Hollings. Hollings posted up underneath. Has to get rid of it back out beyond the three-point line to Daniels. Daniels flips it to Lattimore. 10 on the shot clock. Lattimore with the basketball. She's guarded by Williams. They want to go back underneath to Hollings. Hollings, a shot put up, won't go, and the Bears own this basketball. 9.5 to play here in the opening quarter. Bears on the basketball. They give it out to Williams. Williams with it for the Bears. Williams gives it back over to McGee. McGee gives it to Ben. They go underneath to Marsh. Marsh posted up and a foul called on East Mississippi. Marsh posted up underneath and the foul called. They get Maddie Riley for the foul. The first of the basketball game against East Mississippi. And the Bears with Alexis Marsh will head to the free throw line. So Marsh to the free throw line for the Bears to shoot a pair here in the early going. First one up, good. Marsh makes the first of two free throws. She'll have a second one coming for Southwest. Bears strike first. They lead at 1-0. Second free throw for the Bears. That one misses off the rim, no good. So Marshall make one of two, and the Bears lead at 1-0. East Mississippi will bring it down. Hollings has the basketball. She'll give it to Lattimore. Lattimore up top with it, goes to Metcalf. Metcalf has it beyond the three-point line. They want to go back underneath to Hollings. Hollings is double-teamed, gets rid of it. Gets it back to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball will go towards the hoop and score. Metcalf scores the first basket for East Mississippi, and the Bears going to lose this one as East Mississippi brings the full court press, and the Bears going to lose it and give it right back to the Lions of East Mississippi. 8:40 to play. It's a 2-1 basketball game. East Mississippi will get it inbounds. They will get it to Metcalf. Metcalf comes out. Lattimore to help her. Lattimore beyond the three-point line with it. Feeds it over to Daniels. Daniels touching the basketball for the first time. Goes into the lane. Gives it back out to Lattimore. Now she goes to the lane. Puts her one-hander up. It's no good. Rebounded by the Lions, and they're going to throw it away. Lions got the rebound, and they throw it away, and it'll belong to the Bears. Bears will own this basketball with 8:16 to play in a 2-1 game. Bears with the basketball will give it to McGee. McGee will bring it across the midcourt line for the Bears. She's top of the screen with it. Goes to Ben. Ben down in the lane with it. Back out to Williams, and Williams cut to the left, and a ball thrown away by the Bears. Bears going to throw that one away, and we'll give it back to East Mississippi with 8:01. East Mississippi, the Lions with the basketball again in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf will head towards the side. Wants to go towards the hoop. Backs it out now. Metcalf will give it to Daniels. Daniels with the basketball. Fights her way into the lane. Now fights back out. Gives it to Rush. Rush wants to shoot the three. That one in and good. Amaya Rush for three. That one in and good for the Lions. And they lead it 5-1. Bears trying to jump away from the pressure. Get it down to Williams. Williams wants to fire a three out of the corner. That one won't go for the Bears. Here comes East Mississippi. Lattimore on the other end. Beyond the three-point line with it. Lattimore wants to go underneath, and a foul going to be called on the Bears. They'll get Marsh with the foul for Southwest. It's the first one against the Bears in this basketball game. 5-1, East Mississippi leads it. They'll bring it in underneath their own goal. And 20 showing on the clock. East Mississippi will inbound it underneath their own goal. They'll inbound it to Rush. Rush will touch it for a moment back to Lattimore. Lattimore with the basketball. Lattimore will feed it to Metcalf. Metcalf down in the lane with it. She'll go towards the hoop, punches it out, shot put up, rolls around the rim, in and good for number 15. That's Jemiah Hollings, the leading scorer for the Lions with her first basket. And it's a 7-1 basketball game. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. McGee feeds it over to Miles. Miles with it. Boy, she's under pressure, has to put it on the floor. Now she wants to get rid of it to Williams. Williams, the three ball put up, won't go for Southwest. East Mississippi, the rebound. Here they come on the other end with Metcalf, and she'll lay the one-hander in and good. Ty Metcalf lays the one-hander in and good, makes it a 9-1 basketball game, and Coach Brent Harris wants to use the timeout. He'll take a 30-second timeout with his Bears down 8, 9-1 here at the Courier Coliseum on the campus of East Mississippi. Bears want to talk about this. Being down 9-1, they want to talk about it. The Bears' only points came from the free throw line with Alexis Marsh. Coach Brent Harris's conversation, a quick one with his Bears. They've broken out of their huddle. Coach Thompson will now break the huddle for East Mississippi. Bears will inbound it. They'll give it to McGee. She'll bring it length of the floor for the Bears. 6:21 clock running. McGee with the basketball at the top. McGee will give it to Williams. Williams in the corner, goes back to McGee. McGee goes underneath, and an offensive foul called on Shyla McGee. She was trying to go towards the hoop, and they buzz her with the offensive foul. So Bears get the charge called underneath. East Mississippi back with the basketball again. 6:05 the clock running here at the Courier Coliseum. Basketball in the hands of East Mississippi. Bears bring the pressure. They force the turnover. McGee gets it. She goes towards the hoop, lays it off the backboard, won't go in, but a foul called, and she'll go to the free throw line for Southwest. The foul called on Taylor Lattimore, her first, the second against East Mississippi. And Shyla McGee to shoot a pair for Southwest. First one up and off the side of the rim, no good. Bears 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Now a second one for McGee. That one no good either. Shyla misses them both at the free throw line. East Mississippi leading 9-1 with the basketball here at the Courier Coliseum. Bears bring the pressure again, trying to force the turnover. Lost it for a minute, did Metcalf, got it back. Now it's in the hands of East Mississippi. Now the Bears take it away again. This time McGee takes it away. She goes to the hoop. Her shot gonna be blocked. It's out of bounds and will belong to the Bears. Bears gonna get a substitution. They'll get Demaya Wilson in. Jade Miles gonna check out. Hawkins will check in for East Mississippi as well. 5.5 to play. Bears will inbound it to Wilson. Wilson gives it to McGee. McGee shot put up, and she'll be fouled again. So McGee will go back to the free throw line. The foul. Daniel Sables, her first of the game. She just checked in, and McGee able to get that free throw. After being 0 for 2, she's now 1 for 3 at the free throw line. Second one up, no good. Makes the first of 2 free throws, makes it a 9-2 basketball game. East Mississippi with the basketball. Metcalf will bring it down. Metcalf in the pressure goes to Daniels. Daniels gives it back to Metcalf. Metcalf dribbles around, goes into the lane, shot put in and good by Hollings. Hollings puts that one in and good to make it 11-2. And now Hollings going to steal it away from the Bears, put a shot up, but it won't go. Hollings stole it away, put a shot up, wouldn't go. Bears get the rebound. Here come the Bears on the other end, and a foul going to be called. That one going to go against Hollings. Hollings playing some tight defense, gets the foul that time. It's on the floor, only the 4th against East Mississippi, so they can give one more. The Bears will bring this one in underneath their own goal, and Rush going to check in now for Hollings. So she will go to the bench. Rush going to check in. McGee going to check out for the Bears, as the Bears will get Sydney Tangle in, and a quick shot for the Bears, and a foul going to be called. It's called on Daniels this time. Bears inbounded it to Williams. Williams tried to get the quick shot, but a foul called against East Mississippi. Williams, her first, in and good. Williams' first free throw in and good, makes it an 11-3 basketball game. Here's a second one for Williams. She'll make them both from the free throw line for the Bears to make it 11-4. Bears, all their points coming from the free throw line in this one. 4:45 to play here in the opening quarter. 4:42 clock running here in the opening quarter. East Mississippi with the basketball. They'll pump it into the hands of Hawkins. Hawkins with the basketball, puts it on the floor, has it blocked, but it ends up in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf has the basketball, gives it to Daniels. Daniels into the lane, feeds it back over to Rush. Rush lost it, got it back. 3-ball put up, won't go, and the Bears get the rebound. Bears get the rebound and give it to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball for Southwest will feed it to Wilson. Wilson goes to Williams. Williams off the backboard, no good. She gets her own rebound. Second shot put up, won't go. Ball's on the floor, picked up by East Mississippi. They pick it up, give it to Daniels. Daniels feeds it to Metcalf. Here comes Metcalf on the other end for East Miss. Metcalf with the basketball goes to Daniels. Now down in the corner they go to Staples. Back out to Hawkins, and now she'll go to the hoop. Her shot put up, won't go. Ball's loose on the floor and picked up by East Mississippi. 3 on the shot clock. East Mississippi fires the long 3. That won't go. The put back up and good for Staples. Makes it a 13-4 basketball game. Bears, who have Carey in this basketball game, she'll go to Tangle. Tangle will go to Wilson. Wilson shot off the glass, won't go for the Bears. Had the shot that time, but wouldn't get in the basket for the Bears. 13-4, 3:07 to play here in the opening quarter of this one. East Mississippi with the basketball for Hawkins. Hawkins goes down into the corner, gives it to Staples. Staples feeds it back over. Basketball belongs to East Mississippi with Metcalf. Metcalf goes underneath the Rush. Rush shot put up and a foul called. The foul on 22, Demaya Wilson for the Bears. Third against the Bears. Bears will bring Jerrion Owens. They'll also bring Taylor Bean back into the contest. Williams and Marsh will go to the bench for the Bears, and Rush will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair for East Mississippi. First one up, good. Rush makes the first. Makes it a 10-point game at 14-4. Second free throw for Rush, up off the front of the rim, no good. Wilson gets the rebound for the Bears. Wilson will give it to Tangle. Here comes Tangle on the other end for Southwest. 2:40 and the clock running. Tangle goes to Wilson with it. Demaya puts it on the floor, dribbles it, and she traveled. Wilson gonna travel with the basketball, and it'll go back the way of East Mississippi. East Mississippi coming down with Jackson. Clara Jackson, who checked in, gets her first look at the basketball. She'll give it to Metcalf. Metcalf's jumper in and good. Metcalf's jumper is good. She's got 6. They've got 16. It's a 16-4 basketball game. Bears with Wilson with the basketball. Wilson gives it back to Tangle. Tangle goes back to Wilson with it. Wilson wants to get rid of it to Carey. Carey puts it on the floor for Southwest, wants to fire a 3. That one off the mark, no good. East Mississippi the rebound. East Mississippi gets it. They want to bring it length of the floor. In a hurry with Metcalf. Now she'll get to the lane, slow it down, and back it back out to Riley. Riley with the, that's Jackson with the basketball. Jackson with the basketball will give it to Rush. Rush gets rid of it to Metcalf. Metcalf, play shot clock down to 8. Metcalf with the basketball down to 5. She'll get rid of it again. They want to give it back to her down to 2, down to 1. She'll throw it up, no good. They get the rebound and a foul going to be called against Southwest. Everybody froze for a minute, then the foul came on Jerrion Owens. So Jerrion gets charged with the foul for Southwest. It's a 16-4 basketball game. The Bears, all their points coming from the free throw line in this contest. East Mississippi will inbound it. Knocked out of the hands of Rush and out of bounds. And they'll say it belongs to the Bears. They say Rush was the last to touch that one. So the Bears get a break there and get the basketball back with 1:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Bears with the basketball. They'll give it to Miles. Miles will give it back to McGee. McGee lets Miles touch it again. Miles going to go to the hoop for the Bears, put it in and good. Jade Miles gets the Bears' first field goal of the game. Makes it a 10-point game again at 16-6, under a minute to play. 55 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Basketball in the hands of Rush. Rush goes to Lattimore with it. Lattimore going to back that one out for East Mississippi. Wants to get it over, and it's knocked away by Southwest as Miles will come in and knock that one away. And East Mississippi will inbound it with 12 showing on the shot clock. Hawkins going to check in for Lattimore, so Hawkins into the basketball game for Lattimore. East Mississippi with the basketball. They get it in. Touching it is Metcalf. Metcalf with it, shot clock to 8. Metcalf goes to the corner to Alexander. She'll put a 3 up, touches nothing. Taylor Ben will grab it for Southwest. Ben will give it to McGee. McGee with the ball for the Bears. McGee brings it to the corner. Back up top, they switch it around. Carey with it. Carey goes back to Ben. Ben wants to fire a 3. That one up, no good. It's out of bounds, and it'll belong once again to the Lions. Lions will get Amaya Stemples back into this game with 14.5 showing on the first quarter clock. East Mississippi owns the basketball with Metcalf. Metcalf brings it across the line. She'll feed it to Hawkins. Hawkins across the court to Alexander. She'll fire to 3. Put up, no good, and time going to expire on the first quarter. It's a 10-point game at 16-6, and we'll step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30, Bear basketballs on WAZA. One for now.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are
basketball down 10, 16-6. Bears will ask Carey to inbound it. Carey will inbound it to McGee. McGee will touch the basketball to Miles. Miles will give it back to McGee underneath. McGee lays one off the backboard, won't go, and a jump ball called. And the possession arrow the way of East Mississippi, so they'll own it. So Bears and East Mississippi get tangled up underneath with Jerrion Owens getting tangled up with Hollings, and it's a jump ball, and East Mississippi owns it. East Mississippi with the basketball. They'll go to Lattimore. Lattimore will take it back to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball over to Lattimore. Now down in the corner, back out to the free throw line to Metcalf. She'll feed it underneath to Jackson. Jackson feeds it back out. 3-ball put up won't go for Lattimore, and the Bears grab the rebound. Bears the rebound with McGee. McGee with the basketball up top for Southwest. 9:13 clock running here in the second quarter. McGee with the basketball for Southwest. She shoots the jumper. Jump shot put up, won't go for Southwest. Boy, the Bears can't seem to buy a first half basket in this one. And a basketball goes to Metcalf. Metcalf feeds it to Lattimore. Lattimore's 3 up, no good. Bears on the other end with the quick pass, and it's going to be knocked away by Taylor Lattimore and out of bounds. Bears going to get Jolie Williams back into this game. Carey going to take a seat for Southwest. Bears have 24 showing on the shot clock. They get it to Williams. Williams goes towards the hoop, puts it in for the Bears. Jolie Williams with the first points for the Bears here in the second quarter. Closes it to an 8-point game at 16-8. East Mississippi with the basketball in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf goes to Lattimore. Lattimore with the basketball. Gonna feed it to Hollings. Hollings gonna punch it back out to Lattimore, and East Mississippi lost it, got it back in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf to Lattimore. Shot clock to 2-1. Shot put up, won't go. East Mississippi grabs the rebound. East Miss grabs the rebound. They'll bring it back out to Metcalf. They cleared it with Riley, gave it back to Metcalf. She has the basketball to Hollings. Hollings touches it for a minute, goes to Lattimore. Her shot put up won't go. East Mississippi again gets the rebound. Down to 2, down to 1, and a shot clock violation against East Mississippi. Shot clock violation against East Mississippi, and the Bears going to own this basketball. 16-8 basketball game. Bears want to get Alexis Marsh back in. Will the officials allow her to enter? Now they're going to talk it over about the shot clock. Now the official's going to talk it over.
Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Hey. And they're going to put 18 on the shot clock down here. So the official's going to reverse their decision. The official's going to reverse the decision. Now Coach Brent Harris would like explanation. So now Coach Brent Harris wants explanation as to why they're reversing this one. The officials talked it over. They reverse it, put 18 on the shot clock, and give it back to East Mississippi. So East Mississippi will own the basketball. They will inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. They'll put it in Hollings' hands. Hollings will give it to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball. Goes back to Hollings. Hollings flips it over to Lattimore. Lattimore down in the corner. Gets rid of the basketball into the hands of Rush. Rush will put a shot up and no good on the rebound. A foul going to be called on Rush. And East Mississippi, and the Bears will own it. Bears will own the basketball with McGee. McGee will bring it across the midcourt line. They'll feed it around to Ben. Ben goes back to McGee in the lane. She lost it. Williams going to pick it back up, and still she'll travel with the basketball. East Mississippi was stealing it away with Lattimore, but the whistle will force them to inbounds it and bring it down. Metcalf will have it. She'll bring it across the midcourt line, 16-8. Slow start for both these teams here at the Courier Coliseum. Basketball to Metcalf. Metcalf punches it out to Daniels. Daniels will go to Lattimore. They'll flip it around. Everybody touches it now as it goes back to Lattimore. Everybody goes again as they feed it to Metcalf, and she finally gets the three. Metcalf finally gets that three after missing several of them. Full court press coming for East Mississippi. Bears on this basketball with Taylor Ben, and she'll go to the hoop and get a basket. Ben with the basket makes it 19-10. Bears keep it a 9-point game. East Mississippi with the basketball and a 9-point lead. They go into the lane with it, bring it back out, put it in the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore jump shot, put up, no good. Ben gets the rebound for the Bears. Ben will give it to McGee. Here comes McGee on the other end to Williams. Williams with the basketball in the lane. Jumper put up, good for Williams. Took a big bounce off the top of the rim, but then went back in, and the Bears down 19-12. Bears have outscored them 6-3 to this point here in the second quarter. East Mississippi with that basketball in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf wants to go underneath. That one knocked away by Williams. Williams knocks it away. Here she comes on the other end. Wants to fire a three. It won't touch anything, out of bounds. And the basketball will belong to East Mississippi. Bears want to get Sydney Tangle in. McGee will check out for the Bears. Tangle will check in this 19-12 game. Now the Bears want to get Marshall in. Marshall will check in for Miles. 5:35 to play before halftime. 19-12, your score here at the Courier Coliseum in Scuba. Basketball will belong to East Mississippi. They have the basketball in the hands of Jackson. Jackson to Lattimore. The long three put up won't go. Bears get the rebound. Bears get the rebound with Ben. Ben clears it to Tangle. Here comes Tangle across the midcourt with it. 5-10, Tangle with the basketball. Tangle flips it around, goes underneath, looks for help. There's Marshall to help her out. She'll put one off the glass. It won't go, and East Mississippi going to clear the rebound. Here they come in a hurry, and the basketball goes into the scorer's table and will belong in the hands of East Mississippi. East Mississippi will own this basketball. They'll inbound it in the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore with it. That one almost collided with us here at the table. Lattimore with the basketball. Lattimore will give it to Hollings. Hollings back out, punches it for the three, put up, no good. And a rebound picked up by Williams and the Bears. Williams picks it up for Southwest. Williams goes down in the lane. She'll put one up, and a foul going to be called against East Mississippi. The foul is on Lattimore. She'll pick up her second. Lattimore going to pick up her second foul. And Williams will head to the free throw line for the Bears. Williams a chance to shoot a pair for Southwest. First one up, good. Williams makes her first, makes it a 19-13 game. Bears led it 1-0. They haven't led since. She makes them both, does Jolie Williams at the free throw line. 19-14 game. Bears have cut it to a 5-point lead for East Mississippi. They have it with Jackson. Jackson gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins lost it, picked it back up. With the basketball, Hawkins jukes and jives her way into the lane. She's got to get rid of it. Gets it to Rush. Rush wants to fire a three. That one put up, no good. Marsh the rebound. Marsh gets the rebound, gives it to Tangle. Here come the Bears down 5. They'll go to Williams. Williams with it beyond the three-point line. Williams with the basketball, directing traffic to Marsh. Marsh gives it right back to Williams. Three ball put up, no good for the Bears. They're rebounded by East Mississippi with 3.5. Here they come. East Mississippi with Hawkins, wants to go coast to coast. Shot put up, won't go. Bears get the rebound. Marshall gonna clear it for Southwest. She'll give it to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball. 3:22 to play before halftime. Sydney Tangle with the basketball for the Bears. Tangle brings it down into the corner. Stops. Lost it. Picked it back up. Gets it to Marshall. She'll put it in for the Bears. Gianna Marshall will put that one in. Bears close it to a 19-16 game. Here comes Southwest in the second quarter. Basketball in the hands of Jackson. Jackson brings it down in the corner. Jackson looking for help. Here comes Metcalf to help her out. Metcalf top of the screen with it. Metcalf into the lane. She'll put a shot up and a foul called against the Bears. They're going to get Taylor Ben with the foul. It's her first against Southwest. Basketball will go to the free throw line. Will East Mississippi on a foul called against the Bears. First one put up and gets in for Metcalf. Makes it a 2016 basketball game. Metcalf will have a second free throw. That one good too. So Metcalf will make them both. Makes it 21-16. Bears going to own this one. Bears will send Alexis Marsh out of the game. She'll catch a break for Wilson. Wilson gets it inbounds. Bears lost it. Excuse me, fight for the basketball. Bears get it back. They'll get it to Williams. Williams goes to Marshall. Marshall has the basketball, lays it off the glass, won't go. Fight for the rebound and a foul called. The foul going to be called against the Bears. It's Marshall who gets charged with the foul. So Marshall gets charged with the foul. Boy, neither coach has been exactly thrilled with the officiating here in this basketball game to this point. Basketball will belong to East Miss with Hawkins. She'll shoot the long three. Her three no good. Bears get it to Wilson. Here comes Wilson on the other end, and she'll be fouled by Hawkins. So Hawkins gonna foul her. And the Bears gonna bring this one in. Bears will bring it in to Williams. Williams will get it to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball back to Wilson. Wilson has it to Ben. Ben puts it on the floor to Tangle. Tangle back up top of the screen with it for the Bears. Here comes Tangle. Back down in the lane. Puts her shot up and it's blocked by East Mississippi. And a foul going to be called against Amaya Wilson. So Wilson going to get charged with the foul, and East Mississippi going to bring this one in right in front of Coach Thompson. So East Mississippi will own the basketball. 3 fouls against each of these teams here in the second period in this 21-16 game. East Mississippi gets it into Jackson. Jackson with the basketball, wants to go to Hollings. Hollings down underneath, shot put up, won't go, and gonna fight her for the rebound is Marsh, and Marsh gonna win the rebound battle that time. McGee with the basketball. McGee top of the screen with it. Feeds it underneath to Wilson. Wilson in the lane, cuts around, goes to the hoop, shot put up, won't go, but a foul called. The foul gonna go against Hollings. It's her second. That's the fourth, but Wilson will go to the free throw line for Southwest. So Demaya Wilson, who boy had a big game in this fourth quarter against Holmes, goes to the free throw line for the Bears. First one, clanks off the front of the rim, no good. Wilson with a second free throw coming for the Bears. Second free throw for Wilson. That one up, that one good. DeMaya gonna make one of two at the free throw line. It's a 21-17 basketball game. East Mississippi with the basketball. They'll bring it with Jackson. Jackson will bring it across the timeline. Jackson feeds it to Stemples. Stemples with the basketball. Puts it on the floor to Metcalf. Now they pass it around. Goes back into the hands of Lattimore. And Lattimore wants to go to the hoop, and the offensive foul going to be called on Hawkins. Lattimore gave it to Hawkins, and Hawkins will get the foul called against her. Hawkins will check out. Now Daniels will check in for her. Hawkins with a couple of fouls will check out. Bears will get it inbounds. They want to bring it down the floor with Miles. Miles shot put up there. To back her up is Williams, who having a big second quarter to put that one in. 21-19. Bears have closed it to a 2-point game. East Mississippi with the basketball and Metcalf. Metcalf will get rid of it to Jackson. Jackson will flip it to Stemples. She has the basketball. Top of the screen, gives it to Daniels. Daniels will give it back to Metcalf with 9 showing on the shot clock. She'll go into the lane with it. She'll put a long 2 up, won't go. Bears get the rebound with McGee. Here come the Bears with 15 seconds before halftime, a chance to tie it. Down to 12, down to 10. Bears set the play up to Williams. Williams cuts it across, cuts underneath, wants to go to Marsh. Marsh's shot put up. Fight for the rebound, and a foul called with .5. And it should be a shooting opportunity for the Bears. It will with the foul against Daniels. And Marsh will go to the free throw line with .5. She could tie this one before halftime. Bears have come charging back here in the second quarter. First one for Marsh, good. Alexis makes the first one. 21-20 the score. Bears would like to get back into this basketball game. Second free throw made for Marsh. Marsh gonna make them both. Bears want to get Marshall back in for Miles with .5 showing, and East Mississippi just content to let that .5 roll off and go to the locker room tied. What a first half. Bears come charging back in the second quarter, and a couple of free throws with .5 seconds showing on the clock ties this one up. And we'll step aside, come back, run the numbers on it after a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes, Bear basketball on WAZA.
Hi, my name is Sydney Gregwell and I am from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. I graduated from Ponchatoula High School in 2017 and chose Southwest because of the environment on campus. The student life here at Southwest is one you will not experience anywhere else. Whether it is extracurricular activities, academics, or living on campus, Southwest goes above and beyond for each. In the classroom, the teachers take the time to get to know each student and help them succeed. They make sure you do not feel alone in college. My initial reason for coming to Southwest was for cheerleading. This is my second year on the squad and it is one of the best decisions I have ever made. Living on campus is a great opportunity to meet new people and build lifelong friendships. Southwest is a family. Every single person here shares a bond.
Your story starts here. For scholarship and enrollment information, contact us online at smcc.edu.
If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't hesitate. Go Bears!
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Overtime before Pearl River takes care of Jones. So Pearl River will get the winner of the 7:30 game here, which is Hines and Northeast. They will do battle here next at the Courier Coliseum. Of course, don't forget the championship games will be played 5:30 tomorrow night for women, 7:30 for men on a Thursday night when they'll play those championship games. Some other things happening on campus for the Bears. They're playing Mississippi Delta in softball. Bears win game 1 4-1. Game 2 of that series being played as we speak. Friday, Bears have a lot of things going on. They'll have tennis. They'll make the trip to Meridian. In softball, they will play both LSU Eunice and Marion Military up in Brandon. There'll be a 2-day affair for that. And Saturday, the baseball team will host Delgado on the Southwest campus. So that's what's coming up for Southwest Bear Athletics. Softball playing today. Tennis, softball in action on Friday. Softball and baseball in action on Saturday for the Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Right now here in Scuba, it's 21-21 at the half. A slow start for both these teams. Matter of fact, Bears only got one field goal in the first half. It was a basket from Jade Miles, but they come roaring back in the second half to make this a 21-21 basketball game. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Get second half action started back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball right here on WAZA. Well, back here at the Courier Coliseum on the campus of East Mississippi, 21-21 is our halftime score. Bears already back out on the floor. Coach Thompson breaking her huddle with East Mississippi. Bears will own the basketball on the change of possession to get the second half started. Bears will inbound it to McGee. It's McGee, Ben, Miles, Tangle, and, McGee, Ben, Miles, Marsh, and Williams on the floor for the Bears. McGee will have it. McGee top of the screen with it for Southwest. McGee trying to direct traffic. Goes up top to Williams. Williams had it, lost it, got it back for Southwest. Wants to fire to three. That one won't touch anything. McGee trying to fight for that rebound, but they'll say she's out of bounds and it'll belong to East Mississippi. So East Mississippi will own the basketball, 21-21, 9:32 to play here in the third quarter. East Mississippi with the basketball, bringing it down. They put it in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf will get it to Lattimore. Lattimore to Daniels. Daniels will punch it inside to Hollings. Hollings will put a shot up. It won't go, and the Bears will clear that rebound. Bears get the rebound. They'll give it to McGee. McGee will go to Ben with it. Ben touches it, gives it over to Miles. Miles underneath, going to be fouled by East Mississippi. The foul on Daniels, she'll pick up her third. The team's first, and the Bears will inbound it underneath their own goal with 9:02 to play. They will get Clara Jackson back in for East Mississippi. So Jackson will check in for East Mississippi. Bears have it underneath their own goal. They'll inbound it to Williams. Williams with the basketball will go to McGee. McGee top of the screen with it will go to Miles. Miles back beyond the three-point line. Goes back underneath to McGee. Shot put up good for the Bears. Shyla McGee with a basket for Southwest. Makes it 23-21. Jackson on the other end. Jackson will feed it to Hollings. Hollings up top with the basketball. She'll go to Jackson. Jackson will get it to Metcalf. Metcalf with it beyond the three-point line. Metcalf dribbles around, gives it to Riley. Riley punches it back over to Jackson. Boy, 4 on the shot clock. Down to 3. They'll fire the 3 ball, put it up, no good. Rebound, East Mississippi. They get the rebound and get it back out to Metcalf, and she'll slow things down. Metcalf wants to slow it down. Metcalf will give it to Hollings. Hollings wants to shoot the long two. That one put up, won't go. Bears get the rebound with Miles this time. Miles will give it to McGee. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. McGee goes to the side, lost it. On the floor, Williams gonna pick it up for Southwest and give it back to McGee. Knocking it away was Metcalf, but the Bears able to get it back. 10 showing on the shot clock to Williams. Williams with the basketball. Goes into the lane, goes towards the hoop, stole it away. And now it's loose on the floor, and jump ball called. Jump ball called, and it's going to go the way of East Mississippi on the possession arrow. So East Mississippi going to get it on the possession arrow with 7:27 to play here in the second half, third quarter. Basketball, Jackson has it top of the screen. Jackson gonna flip it to Riley. Riley gets rid of it in a hurry to Metcalf. Metcalf into the lane, twists around, puts a shot up and good. Metcalf twisted her body all the way around, got the shot to go. 23-23, Ben gonna get it to Williams. It's knocked away from Williams by Riley, out of bounds, and the Bears will inbound it. East Mississippi bringing the full court pressure that time. Basketball will belong to the Bears. Bears will get it in bounce. They'll put it in the hands of Marsh. Marsh will give it to up top to McGee. McGee will go to Ben. Ben gives it back to McGee. McGee will go to the hoop and she'll be fouled. The foul on 21, that's Tom Metcalf. She picks up her first of the basketball game, and the Bears will go to the free throw line. McGee with a chance to shoot a pair. First one up, good for McGee. Makes it a 24-23 basketball game. McGee with a second free throw. That one up and good. McGee makes them both. 25-23, Bears by 2. 6:39 clock running here in the third period. Basketball's in the hands of Jackson. Jackson with the basketball. Feeds it underneath to Hollings, and a whistle and a travel called against Hollings. And East Mississippi will turn this one back over to the Bears. Bears get the turnover up 2. Basketball in the hands of McGee. McGee will get it to Ben. Ben pushes it down to Marsh. Marsh gives it back to Ben across the timeline. Ben goes to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. Rebounded by East Mississippi. Riley grabbing that rebound. Punches it down the floor into the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore with the basketball, 6:05 to play. Lattimore goes to the top with it. Gets it to Riley. Riley with the basketball. Looking for some help. She'll give it to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball. Goes down underneath. Fadeaway jump shot for her. No good. Williams gets the rebound for the Bears. Williams will give it to McGee. McGee will bring it across for Southwest. McGee with the basketball to Ben. Ben to Marsh. Marsh over to Williams. Williams with it back to McGee up top. McGee with the basketball. Punches it down underneath. Shot put up, won't go. Rebounded by East Mississippi into the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf gets the basketball to Riley. To Jackson. Jackson will bring this one down. Jackson with the basketball. Jackson feeds it to Metcalf. Metcalf with it. Top of the screen, shot clock down to 10. Metcalf goes towards the hoop, punches it at the last minute to Jemiah Hollings, and she'll get it to fall. Boy, at the last minute, put that one into Hollings' hands, and she got it to go. 25-25. Williams with the basketball, back to McGee for the Bears. McGee with the basketball for Southwest to Williams. Williams down underneath, punches it back out. Now Miles, boy, the long three for Miles. That one won't go. Bears lose it to East Mississippi. East Mississippi off the floor, picks it up, comes down to the floor, and puts one in for Clara Jackson. Jackson put that one in, and East Mississippi takes the 2-point lead. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. Wants to get rid of it. Ball's on the floor. Picked up by East Mississippi. East Miss got the turnover into the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore with it for East Mississippi. Full court pressure turns into a turnover that time against the Bears. Lattimore wants to shoot a three, partially blocked off the front of the rim into the hands of Jackson, and Jackson passes it down underneath. She'll lose it to Williams. Williams comes down to the other end and a foul called. The foul called on Jackson. It's her first, third against East Mississippi, and the Bears will send Jolie Williams to the free throw line. So Williams to the free throw line for Southwest. Hawkins going to check back into this basketball game for East Mississippi. It's not a shooting foul. They say it's not a shooting foul, so the Bears will just inbound it to Williams. She'll shoot the three, and that one good. Worked out for the best as Bears get a three from Jolie Williams. 28-27. Bears lead it by one. East Mississippi with the basketball. East Miss with it with Metcalf. Metcalf gets rid of it in a hurry to Hawkins. Hawkins with the basketball. Hawkins wants to go down underneath, puts it off the glass, good, and the foul. Hawkins got that one to go. The foul called against the Bears. It's on 23. Sydney Tangle, it's her first of the game, first against the Bears. The foul makes it a 29-28 basketball game, and Hawkins with a chance to make it a three-point play. So Hawkins with a chance to make it a three-point play for East Mississippi. Free throw up good. Hawkins makes the free throw. It's a 30-28 game. Bears down by two. Tangle will push it down the floor. Tangle pushes it to Owens. Owens gives it back to Tangle. Tangle goes to Wansley with it. Wansley wants to go underneath to Owens. It's a little overthrown to her. She had to come up, grab it, and she ends up losing the ball. East Mississippi wants to go coast to coast on the other end. Shot put up, Metcalf won't go. Bears get the rebound with Wilson, and they'll say it was off that arm of Hawkins out of bounds. So Wilson will get the inbounds pass for the Bears. East Mississippi right in front of their coaches where the Bears will inbound this one. They will inbound it to McGee. McGee will go top of the screen with the basketball. McGee will get it to Wilson. Wilson punches it back out to McGee. Three ball put up, won't go. East Mississippi the rebound into the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf will bring it across the line, leading 30-28 here on their home floor in the state tournament. 2:20 clock running. Metcalf with the basketball. Metcalf into the lane, punches it back out. Goes down underneath. It's into the hands of Hollings. Hollings wants to get rid of it. They'll give it back to her, and it's loose on the floor. And it's last touch, they say, by Southwest. Bears the last to touch it that time. No, they say, excuse me, East Mississippi was the last to touch it. So the Bears going to own the basketball. They'll inbound it with McGee. McGee will give it to Tangle. Tangle underneath, shot up off the rim, won't go. Getting the rebound is East Mississippi's Riley. Riley going to clear it down the floor, throws it into traffic to Hawkins, and a foul going to be called as the Bears go for the basketball, and they'll get Jerrion Owens on the foul for Southwest. Everybody was colliding for the basketball, and they get the foul on Jerrion Owens and the Bears, so the basketball will belong underneath their own hoop to East Mississippi up two. East Mississippi gonna inbound it. They'll get it into Hawkins. Hawkins with the basketball. 1:40 clock running, it's a 2-point game. Hawkins in the lane with it, lost it, Bears got it. Bears give it to Williams. Williams will go to Wilson. Wilson gonna go one-on-one on the other end and pick up the foul. The foul on Metcalf, it'll be her second. the fourth called against East Mississippi. And East Miss will get Rush and Lattimore back into this basketball game, as Wilson will go to the free throw line for Southwest. Wilson, first one up, good. DeMaya makes the first for the Bears, closes it to a 1-point game at 30-29. Second one in and good. Wilson gonna make them both. It's a 30-30 game. East Mississippi with the basketball into the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf down in the corner, gets it to Jackson. Jackson with the basketball. 1:18 clock running here at the Courier Coliseum in the third quarter. Now they give it to Hollings. Hollings will punch it back out to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball beyond the three-point line. Shot clock to 4. Metcalf, the long jumper, put up, won't go. Wilson gets the rebound for the Bears. She's going to punch it down the floor. Wilson gets it out to Tangle. Tangle's three put up, won't go for Southwest. Boy, Tangle, now Tangle forces the turnover, but it's out of bounds. Tangle knocked it out of the hands of Rush, but couldn't get over to the basketball before it goes out of bounds. And the basketball will belong to East Mississippi. East Mississippi will own it. They will bring it down with Jackson. Jackson, 44 seconds showing on the clock, 20 on the shot clock for East Miss. Tied at 30, East Mississippi with the basketball. Jackson has it. Jackson gives it to Lattimore. Lattimore goes down to the screen, punches it over to Hollings, and Hollings will put that one in and good. Jim Hollings will put that one in. Makes it a 2-point game. Ball's picked up by Hollings, make it a 4-point game. Hollings will steal the inbounds pass to make it a 4-point game. Bears will get it into Williams. Williams will have to hurry with 10. She'll go to Tangle. Down to 6, down to 5. Tangle with the basketball down to 2, down to 1. The long 3 put up won't go for the Bears. And after 3 quarters, a couple of baskets right before the buzzer for East Mississippi will leave them with a 34-30 lead, and we'll come back for the final 10 minutes after a 30-second break. Back in
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience.
3% in this basketball game. It's a 4-point game, 34-30 with 10 minutes remaining. Bears will own the basketball as the possession arrow shows their way. East Mississippi going to make a last-minute substitution. They will get Riley in for Rush. Now they say they're ready to go. Here's the fourth quarter action. McGee will have the basketball for the Bears. McGee will give it to Wilson. Wilson in the lane with it for Southwest. Lays her one-hander in and good. DeMaya Wilson lays the one-hander in and good for the Bears. 34-32, it's a 2-point lead for East Mississippi. Basketball belongs to Metcalf. Metcalf will get it to Hollings. Hollings will touch it for a moment over to, now she'll get it back. Basketball in the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore with it. Lattimore goes down in the corner to Daniels. Daniels will give it back to Lattimore. She'll fire a 3 up, no good. East Mississippi going to clear the rebound to Daniels. Daniels gives it out to Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball, 9:07 to play. Metcalf Down in the lane, gives it to Hollings. Hollings gives it back to Metcalf. Metcalf down to 3, down to 2. She'll fire a long 3, in and good. Boy, Metcalf from way downtown with the shot clock expiring, puts one up, makes it 37-32. Bears with the basketball to Marsh, and Marsh going to travel with it. Wilson passed on the 3, gave it to Marsh, and Marsh going to travel with the basketball. And now the Bears will check Jerrion Owens in for Alexis Marsh. So Jerrion Owens will check in for the Bears. 37-32. 8:40 clock running. Basketball belongs to East Mississippi. East Mississippi with the basketball to Metcalf. Metcalf will give it to Hollings. Hollings back to Lattimore. Now it's in the hands of Metcalf again. She's top of the screen with it. Metcalf wants to roll underneath. Now back out to Daniels. Daniels, the long 2, put up, won't go, but boy, it goes right into the hands of Hollings, and she's going to be fouled by the Bears. The foul is on McGee. Boy, that one went right into the hands of Hollings, and she's fouled by the Bears. So Hollings will go to the free throw line for East Mississippi. First one up, rolls off, no good. 37-32 the score. Second free throw for Hollings. That one up, good. Hollings will make 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 38-32, they bring the pressure. Wilson gonna go coast to coast under pressure. She'll be fouled. Wilson fouled on the play. The foul called on Riley. She'll pick up her second. And the Bears will send Demaya Wilson to the free throw line. Now they will get Rush back into this basketball game. 38-32, 8:10 to play. Bears at the free throw line with Demaya Wilson. First one up, good. Wilson makes the first one to make it 38-33. Second free throw, that one up. Now rolls off the rim, wouldn't get in. Hollings clears the rebound for East Mississippi. 8:05 clock running, 38-33 our score. Basketball in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf with it. Dribbles it around, goes down, picks it back up, hands it to Rush. Rush wants to shoot the 3. That one put up, and they'll say it goes off the top of the backboard, and it'll belong with the Bears. So Bears will own the basketball, 38-33. 7:44 clock running. Wilson with the basketball for Southwest. Goes to the hoop, shot put in, she was fouled. Wilson gets the basket, the foul. Gonna be called on 24. It's Riley who gets the foul. It's on 21, I think. Yeah, it's not 24, it's 21, Metcalf, who picks up the foul. Wilson's free throw, clanks that one in. Gets the three-point play. Makes it a 38-36 game. Bears get the three-point play the old-fashioned way from Wilson. East Mississippi with this basketball. Top of the key with it with Metcalf. Metcalf punches it to Rush. Rush gets rid of it. They throw it around. It ends back up with Metcalf. Metcalf wants to go to Daniels, and it's off Daniels' fingertips, out of bounds. 38-36, 7:11 to play. Wilson has it again for the Bears. Wilson goes to the hoop, puts it in, and she's fouled again. What a fourth quarter Demaya Wilson is having. Basketball, the foul called on number 3. That's Taylor Lattimore. And Wilson, another chance to make it a three-point play and give the Bears the lead. Free throws in and good for Demaya Wilson. 39-38, Bears by 1. East Mississippi will own it with 7:03 to play. The homestanding Lions down to the Bears, 39-38 with 6:55 remaining. Basketball's in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf will give it to Daniels. Daniels goes to Rush. Rush goes back to Daniels. They want to go underneath to Hollins. Hollins will draw the double team. They'll punch it back out for a three ball to Metcalf, and she'll get it. Metcalf will get the three, makes it a 41-39 basketball game, and timeout taken by East Mississippi. East Mississippi wants to take time in this 41-39 basketball game.
Hi, my name is Sydney Gregoire and I'm from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. I graduated from Ponchatoula High School in 2017 and chose Southwest because of the environment on campus. The student life here at Southwest is one you will not experience anywhere else. Whether it is extracurricular activities, academics, or living on campus, Southwest goes above and beyond for each. In the classroom, the teachers take the time to get to know each student and help them succeed. They make sure you do not feel alone in college. My initial reason for coming to Southwest was for cheerleading. This is my second year on the squad and it is one of the best decisions I have ever made. Living on campus is a great opportunity to meet new people and build lifelong friendships.
Brian Bender here back on Monday night. Boy, that seems like an eternity ago, and here we are on Wednesday, and the Bears trying to play for a chance at a state championship. Down 41-39 to the home team, East Mississippi. Bears will own the basketball. They'll ask Wilson to inbound it. Wilson will give it to Ben. Ben will give it to McGee. McGee stops, gives it back to Ben. She'll bring it across the line. She'll bring it across to Owens. Owens will give it back to her. Now they'll go to McGee. McGee, top of the screen with it for the Bears. Goes to Wilson. Wilson goes around the lane, and she traveled with it. Boy, Wilson, that extra step as she was trying to secure the basketball, gets the travel called on her with 6:16 to play. 41-39, 6:16 to play. Bears want to get Alexis Marsh back in. They will allow Marsh to enter for Jerrion Owens. So Marsh going to enter the basketball game for Jerrion Owens. Basketball will belong to East Mississippi. They lead it 41-39. East Mississippi with the basketball. They'll bring it over to Daniels. Daniels with it. Daniels down in the corner will give it to Rush. Rush gives it back to Daniels. Daniels wants to go to Lattimore, and Lattimore going to lose it to Williams. Here comes Williams on the other end for the Bears. Shot put up won't go, but a foul going to be called on the rebound, and it's going to go against East Mississippi. Daniels is the recipient. She'll pick up her fourth. Bears will inbound this one underneath their own goal. Bears inbound it to Williams. She'll put a three up. It won't go, and a jump ball called on the rebound. Who has the basketball? East Mississippi has it on the change of possession. So East Mississippi will get the basketball, and they will own it. East will bring it down with 5:41 to play, leading 41-39 on the Bears. Lattimore with it, top of the screen. Into the corner, they'll go to Hawkins. Hawkins will bring it out. Now it's touched into the hands of Lattimore, her big three-pointer. Lattimore's first points of the game is a three-pointer to make it 44-39. Full court pressure, and they're going to turn it over, and a foul called against the Bears. East Mississippi brought the full court pressure, and Taylor Ben got it knocked out of her hands, and then she commits the foul. They'll say it was on the shot, so Hawkins will go to the free throw line. They say in the act of shooting, Hawkins will drain the first free throw. It's 45-39. Hawkins with the second free throw. That one up and good. Hawkins gonna make them both. 46-39, 5:14 to play. Williams will get it to Ben. Ben gets the basketball across the line to McGee. McGee with the basketball for the Bears will give it to Ben. Ben needing some help, puts it on the floor. Ben gets to Williams. Williams with the basketball, back to McGee. McGee has it up top with 5 on the shot clock. They'll go to Marsh. Marsh underneath, no foul called. Williams, though, going to steal it away, and she'll get the foul called. The foul called on Jamia Hollings. It'll be her third. And Williams will go to the free throw line for the Bears in this 46-39 basketball game. So the Bears to the free throw line with Jolie Williams. First one for Jolie up and off the front of the rim, wouldn't get in. Williams will have a second free throw coming. Second free throw for Williams. This one up and good. Williams will make 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Makes it a 6-point game. East Mississippi. Metcalf will dribble her way out of the full court press. Bring it across the line with 4:34 to play. Metcalf with the basketball. Gets rid of it. Down in the corner to Rush. Rush pushes it out to Lattimore. Lattimore beyond the three-point line with it. Lattimore now wants to shoot the three, and that one good. Boy, Lattimore kind of lulled everybody into that one and got a three to make it a 9-point game. 49-40. Ben will go to Marsh. Marsh wants to shoot it. Shot put up, no good, but she'll pick up the foul against her. The foul on 24. Riley, she'll pick up her her third. And Marsh will go to the free throw line. Shot put up, won't go. Boy, this place getting real loud with 4:03 to play in the basketball game. This East Mississippi home crowd getting behind their Lions. Second one up, won't go for the Bears. Rebounded, picked up by East Mississippi. Here they come on the other end with 5, and she'll put it in, and good. Hawkins got it to go, and she picks up the foul. The foul called on the Bears, Taylor Ben. Ben gonna pick that one up against Southwest. And now Coach Brent Harris wants to use a timeout. He hears how loud this place is getting. He wants the timeout to talk it over with his Bears. 51-40, Brent Harris wants a full timeout. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, Bear basketballs on WAZA and Bear TV. Well, back here at the Courier Coliseum, this East Mississippi crowd into this one at the moment with their Lions up 51-40 and putting Hawkins at the free throw line. So Hawkins will sit at the free throw line with a chance to put the home standing Lions up 12. Free throw up, good. Hawkins makes the free throw. And now East Mississippi gonna steal away the inbounds pass. East Mississippi will steal it away with Metcalf. Metcalf steals it away with 3:40 to play. Boy, everything going the way of East Mississippi at the moment. Basketball's in the hands of Metcalf. Metcalf dribbles it around. Has Wilson stuck to her like glue. She'll get rid of it to Rush. Now they want to go underneath to Riley. Riley will put a shot up, won't go. McGee the rebound for the Bears. Here come the Bears with McGee. McGee dribbles it down. Goes to Ben. Ben in the corner with it. Gets it out to Miles. Miles gives it to Williams. Williams the long three. Rebound and fighting for it, and a foul called. I think that one's going to go against Southwest. It does. It goes against Taylor Ben. That's her fourth. So Ben going to pick up her fourth foul for Southwest. And the basketball will belong to East Mississippi. Bears will get Tangle in for Ben. They'll bring Marsh back in for Miles. 3:04 to play here at the Courier Coliseum. It'll belong to East Mississippi. East Miss with the basketball. They'll bring this one down to the corner to Hawkins, and a foul called against the Bears. 22, that's against Wilson. So the foul goes against Wilson. And Hawkins will go to the free throw line again. Hawkins, first one up, good. Hawkins makes the first free throw. Makes it 53-40. Hawkins has a second one coming. That one up, rolls off the rim, no good. Wilson the rebound for the Bears, and a foul called against East Mississippi. The foul called on Hawkins, her third. Bears will come down and shoot the free throws with Wilson. Wilson having a great fourth quarter for Southwest. One of the reasons the Bears are still in this basketball game. Free throw up off the front of the rim, no good. Boy, you gotta get these free throws. Let's see if the Bears can get this one. Second free throw up, that one off the rim, no good. Wilson gonna miss them both for Southwest. Basketball will belong to Metcalf. Metcalf pushes it to Hawkins. Hawkins with the basketball, gets rid of it to Metcalf. Metcalf with it, top of the screen. Metcalf trying to slow it down and eat some clock for East Mississippi, up 53-40. They'll go now to Hollings. Hollings punches it back out to Rush. Rush is three off the rim, no good. Marsh clears it for the Bears on the rebound. Bears want to go underneath. Wilson will put that one in and good. Wilson got that one to go, 53-42. East Mississippi, now the Bears bring the full court press to them. And East Mississippi able to dribble out of it with Metcalf. Metcalf down in the corner, gets out of the double team to Hollings. She'll put a shot up, won't go, loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor, and the Bears pick it up. Wilson gonna grab it for the Bears. Her shot put up, won't go. Picking up the rebound is Tangle. Tangle in the corner, three ball, good! Tangle's three ball, good out of the corner to make it 53-45. Bears stay with the pressure on East Mississippi, and timeout taken now by Coach Thompson and East Miss. 1:29 to play. Bears get a big three-pointer from Sydney Tangle. It's her first points.
Anywhere else, whether it is extracurricular activities, academics, or living on campus, Southwest goes above and beyond for each. In the classroom, the teachers take the time to get to know each student and help them succeed. They make sure you do not feel alone in college. My initial reason for coming to Southwest was for cheerleading. This is my second year on the squad, and it is one of the best decisions I have ever made. Living on campus is a great opportunity to meet new people and build lifelong friendships. Southwest is a family. Every single person here shares a bond.
Your story starts here. For scholarship and enrollment information, contact us online at smcc.edu.
If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't hesitate. Go Bears!
Hollings to bring it in. Hollings will get it in to Lattimore. Lattimore will get it back to Hollings. Now down to Daniels. Daniels will get it to Rush. Rush shot put up, won't go. Bears get the rebound. Here's McGee on the other end, lays that one in and good. McGee laid that one in and good, makes it 53-47. Bears bring the pressure again. East Mississippi gets out of it with Daniels. Daniels gets it to Metcalf. Boy, Coach Thompson screaming at him to slow it down, and now they do. Thompson has the basketball. Metcalf, has the basketball. 49 seconds remain. Shot clock to 6, down to 5. She'll go to the hoop, put it in, good, and the foul called. Foul called against the Bears as Metcalf puts that one in. Who's the foul on? It's on 14. That's McGee who gets the foul. It's her third. And Hollings will head to the free throw. Not Hollings, It's Metcalf with a chance to make this a three-point play. That one put up and good by Metcalf. 56-47, Bears want the timeout with 43.9 seconds remaining. Coach Brent Harris has 3 timeouts. He will use one of them right here. 56-47, the score here at East Mississippi this evening. Winner of this game gets a treat. They get Jones College tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. Pearl River on the men's side gets the winner of Northeast and Hines, which will be played here next. Remember, this Bear basketball season, win or lose tonight, not over. Bears qualify for the regionals next week at Mississippi College. They'll open up play in the regionals on Wednesday up at the Golden Dome on the campus of Mississippi College. Let's see if the Bears have a comeback in them. Bears called the timeout. Now East Mississippi going to use the timeout. They're going to take the full timeout with 43.9 remaining. Let's step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30, Bear basketball on WAZA. Come on. Well, back here at the Courier Coliseum, 56-47, Bears inbound it to Tangle. Tangle will get it to Ben. Ben with the basketball to McGee. Boy, Bears got to hurry up and do something here. McGee will go to the hoop. She'll put it in, and she'll be fouled. McGee gets the basket. The foul called on 15. That's Hollings. She'll pick up her fourth. And McGee a chance to make it a three-point play. Free throw in and good. Makes it 56-50. Bears and East Mississippi will use a timeout, and they want to advance to basketball. So East Mississippi will lead at 56-50. It's a 6-point game. Bears get the basket from McGee and the foul. So she gets the three-point play to make it 56-50. Bears losing 3-1 in softball in the top of the fourth. That was the last game 2 score we picked up for Bear softball. They're playing Mississippi Delta out at Park Lane Academy this afternoon. Bears took game 1 against Mississippi Delta earlier this afternoon. Boy, Bears softball and baseball both losing on the Wesson campus yesterday to Colin. 33.8 remaining. It's a 6-point basketball game at 56-50. Bears back out on the floor. Coach Thompson in East Mississippi back on the floor. By the way, if the Bears could force a jump ball, they would own it. Basketball, East Mississippi's got to get it in. They will get it in to Lattimore, and she'll be fouled. The foul for the Bears called on Williams. Bears had to foul there after the inbounds pass got in. So Lattimore will go to the free throw line. Right now it's at 6 points, a 2-possession game. She will shoot a pair. First one up, good. It's a 3-possession game now with the free throw. 57-50. Second free throw coming. That one rolls off the rim, no good. Bears get the rebound, and Coach Brent Harris wants to use the timeout. He will use a 30-second timeout. 57-50 with 31 seconds remaining here at the Courier Coliseum. And the Bears down 7 after Lattimore makes one of her 2 free throws. And the Bears will get the basketball on their end of the floor, down 7. Need a quick basket from the Bears. That's what Coach Brent Harris is talking to his Bears right now about. They've got Williams on the floor with McGee. They'll ask Ben to inbound it. Tangle and Wilson will join them on the floor for Southwest. Ben will be asked to inbound it. She'll inbound it to Wilson. Wilson wants to go to the hoop. She's fouled. Oh, shot wouldn't fall. Wilson's shot wouldn't get in. She's fouled by Rush and will go to the free throw line. Bears would have loved to have made that a 3-point chance. But the basket wouldn't get in. Picked it up. First one rolls off the rim. No good. Wilson gonna miss the first. She'll have a second one coming. Demaya Wilson, second free throw. That one good. Wilson will make 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Makes it a 6-point game again. Bears trying to steal the inbounds pass. They can't get it, and now they have to foul. Bears couldn't steal it away, and now they have to foul. And Taylor Ben going to foul out of the basketball game. So Ben will foul out for the Bears. They will wait for the substitution to come. Coach Brent Harris will decide who he wants to bring into this basketball game. He will decide to go with Jade Miles. Now East Mississippi wants to get Riley back in as Daniels will shoot the free throws. Daniels will shoot the free throws for East Mississippi. 57-51, first free throw up. That one rolls off no good. It stays a 6-point game. 21.7 remaining. Here's the second free throw for Daniels. That one she makes. Daniels makes her second one. Keeps it at 7. McGee with the basketball. Into the lane. Shot put up, won't go. Rebound picked up by East Mississippi, and the Bears foul. The foul on 14, that's McGee. It's her 4th, and we'll go to the other end to shoot the free throws again. 12.9 remaining, 58-51. It's Hollings who will shoot the free throws this time. First one for Hollings, up and good. Hollings will make the free throw, makes it 59-51. And Hollings with a second free throw coming. She drains that one, and Coach Bryn Harris will use a timeout. 60-51, it's a 9-point game with 12.9 remaining, and the Bears will have the basketball down 9. Well, I will tell you, this one with 12.9 remaining. McGee will inbound it for the Bears. They double up Williams. Bears got to get it in. They get it into Miles. Miles will get it back to McGee. She'll go to the hoop. Shot put in and good. McGee gets the basket for the Bears to make it 50-60, 60-53, and the foul comes instantly with 6.1 remaining. So McGee gets the basket, the foul against McGee. She'll foul out. McGee will foul out. They'll get Marsh into the basketball game to replace her. They'll shoot the free throws with Metcalf on the other end. So Metcalf to shoot the free throws. First one in and good. East Mississippi makes the free throw with Metcalf. 61-53. Second free throw up. That one good. Metcalf going to make them both. 62-53. Tangle, the basketball. Shoots the long three. That one no good, and that's the basketball game. Bears going to lose it 62-53 here at East Mississippi, and East Mississippi will head into the finals tomorrow afternoon to take on Jones. We'll come back, run the numbers on this one after a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes. Bear basketball is on WAZA and Bear TV.
The Highland